Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to be going back into the Amazon tool deals, and this is either going to be tools that are on sale, tools that even at their full price I believe to be good deals, and tools that I find to be interesting, and if you guys have used them I would like your guys' kind of opinions on. So getting right into this, the first item up is going to be a mat for it's kind of like a foam creeper. So like here you can see some of the other options available on Amazon, all around the $30 price range. This one's around 50. It's got some organizers on it and stuff. But sometimes when I'm working, I don't like to use my full-on creeper because I don't need to necessarily move around underneath the vehicle. I'm going to be working in a fixed location, but I also don't want to just be laying on the concrete. So these can be kind of useful also for kneeling on, so you're not kneeling right on the asphalt or concrete or whatever you're working on. So these can be very handy. Now the one that I found to be kind of interesting was this. It's very simple but still a good idea or thought behind it. It's $24 right now, down from $30, so a savings of 18%. It's got 4.5 stars at 1,447 ratings. It's the ProLift Foldable EVA Mat. So you could use this as a kneeling pad, a seat, or kind of a creeper minus the wheels. So here, just so you can fold it out flat, so it's a nice little laying surface, so you don't have to lay directly on the ground, or you can fold it up and it kind of makes a little, I don't know, almost a foot tall seat, or you could fold it into a couple pieces and use it as a kneeling pad. So here you can kind of see that, how it's laid out all of the way. Here you can see somebody using it for gardening, I guess. But either way, the thought behind this, I do like the design of it. It's very simple yet still very useful, and for $24 I think it's a good deal. It seems to be rated highly, and it's definitely something that I would consider. Right now I basically have the Harbor Freight's, like, it comes in it's a rolled up, like, real thin foam rug or mat, but I just kind of move it around wherever I'm working underneath the car. But I can definitely see how this would be a little bit more comfortable and versatile than what I have. Next up is a parts organizer, and there are many different ones available here on Amazon. Now Harbor Freight has the exact same one available for $30. This one, the only difference being from the Harbor Freight one is you get different colored three different colored bins, where the Harbor Freight one is two different colored bins, I believe. So you can kind of use color coding for certain hardware and stuff like that. But really depends, do you want to spend the little bit of extra money, a few extra dollars, for those multiple different colors? They also have the same one that Harbor Freight has, with the two colors, the red being the smaller bins, the blue being the bigger bins. They do have sizes here so you can see the actual size, and then here's the backboard, how it would mount and all of that. There are actually two boards. Very simple product, but parts organization can be a big thing, especially when you have a lot of hardware or parts. Different size bins can definitely be handy. I have a Husky kind of bit organizer or hardware organizer that's pretty handy, but it's starting to get overly packed, so I may be expanding into an organizer similar to this, and for $30 I believe it to be a good deal. Other than that, this is $30 down from $35, so you can also get it at Harbor Freight for $30 if you have a Harbor Freight close to you. But overall it has 4.5 stars at 2,861 ratings, so I figured I'd at least throw it in here for you guys that may have a lot of hardware or parts that right now are just kind of jumbled together and you have to dig through looking for things. This kind of helps you kind of keep everything organized. Outside of your tools, hardware is another thing that mechanics or DIYers may have a lot of. Next up is an item that I purchased a few years ago and have really enjoyed. So yeah, the first time I purchased this, or the last time I purchased it, was in 2018. I've bought a couple of them because I actually use them a lot in the Camaro rewiring. And this is going to be a solder butt connector kit, and it's also heat shrink, so it keeps water out of the connection, as well as, instead of crimping, you have a nice solder connection there. And it's all done by heating with a heat gun. You just heat the center portion, you constantly heat around the connector. So obviously, like, if you're underneath the dash or in tight areas, it might not be the best, where you might have to use a crimp connector or try and solder, where you can't really get in there. But any area that I could use these, I did, because it creates a nice solid connection and it keeps the water out, shrinks down really nicely, and works very well. So this is a 120 piece set. They have a lot larger sets, but this one's $10 for 120 pieces, and they have it up to 250 pieces as far as this brand. But you get the yellow, blue, red, and white for your different sizes, 10 to 12, 14 to 16, 18 to 22, and 24 to 26 gauge. And it shows you exactly how many you get of each right here. And just kind of some of the information, the shrinking ratio and the temperature, and you can kind of see how it works. And I think I've done a video on them when I first purchased them, but they definitely work very well, and I've been very happy with them. But like I said, they have many other brands that sell this kit at many different size sets as well, so just keep that in mind. Like here you have multiple different sets, just ranging in prices just depending on what you need, but they're definitely a very handy butt connector to have around. And this one for $10, it has 4.5 stars at 19,120 ratings, so rated very highly and rated a lot. And then next up, last on the list, is going to be a Sata Tools product. And also keep in mind, all of these tools plus many other tools that I suggest will be linked down in the tools and tools continued link. I will also have the Tecton website, Capri website, and a few other links there for various different types of tools and accessories and things if you guys are interested. So this right now is at $40, down from $50, 19% discount, 4.5 stars at 237 ratings. Sata's really been pushed out on Amazon over the last, I'd say, year or so, maybe less than a year. They've been around a little bit longer, but they weren't really pushed before. And if you guys don't know about Sata, it's basically Gearwrench at a cheaper price. They don't have all of the same tools Gearwrench does, but they do have a good lineup of the same things, and then they also have a few other items as well that Gearwrench doesn't have. This 1/4 inch set, 43 pieces for $40. That's less than $1 a piece, so that's fantastic. Like I said, this is the 1/4 inch drive. This is both SAE and metric. You can see it's a 72 tooth design for the ratchet. I've looked at a few different Sata socket sets, and they have this ratchet design, and then they have the more Gearwrench ratchet design without the knurling here on the handle, which when I first saw this set, the first thing I thought of was a Silver Eagle. I have a couple different Silver Eagle socket sets, and they have a lot of similarities, and I've had very good experiences with my Silver Eagle stuff and my Gearwrench stuff. I don't personally own any Sata, but I do know it's all basically the same stuff. So if you're ever interested in a Gearwrench product, but you're not too worried about, ordering online, if you're okay with ordering online and not purchasing Gearwrench in stores, then this is a good option. I'm not sure. I know Sata carries a lifetime warranty on a lot of their products and stuff like that, but I don't know as far as how the warranty process goes, if it's the same as Gearwrench or anything like that. But I do like the fact that Sata allows you to get Gearwrench-like products for a little bit cheaper price, so I think this is a good deal. 4.5 stars at 237 ratings. But that is it as far as this week's Amazon tool deals. Once again, I will have these products and many others linked down below for you guys. And if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts on some of these tools. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See you guys next time.